time. Then
Breaking news as of 10 minutes ago, Doogs is going to leave Barstool in a week.
Doogs?
You got a better opportunity, just posted on Twitter.
Who could the new job
So this
could have
adds
been?
to the horrible week.
Oh my God. Lincoln Shot, the Hindenburg Doogs, leaving
two
Barstool
zeros.
Sports. Welcome to the Rundown. It is Tuesday, April 15th. I am joined by Chaps and Nick.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for having us.
Well, you know what I would love to have? Tickets to the upcoming Phillies-Cubs game.
That's right.
Yeah.
Silk of the draft. NHL playoffs here. We'll get to that in a minute because I'm going to read the top of the
Kate, I want to go.
I'm blowing it.
No, you're doing really good.
Okay. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I just need to know somewhere where I can get last minute killer deals.
I'm so glad you asked
Yeah?
that. It's game time, buddy.
Okay.
The NHL playoffs are here, and the only place to buy hard-to-get playoff tickets is Gametime, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and lowest price guarantee, Gametime takes the guesswork out of buying NHL playoff tickets. Prices on the app actually go down the closer it gets to puck drop. Puck drop? Oh, my God. I'm really spiraling like a puck on the ice.
That's exactly right, Kate.
You can save up to 60% when buying last-minute tickets. Plus, on April 22nd for Earth Day, you select and purchase a super deal, and Gametime will plant a tree with the proceeds. Very cool. I was looking at tickets for the upcoming Phillies game on the 27th. Tickets starting at $9.
Low.
At Wrigley?
Come on.
I'm going to use the extra money to get 15 baseball hats full of ice cream.
There you go.
Yeah, very nice.
What are you waiting for? I'm going to buy those Phillies tickets now. Game Time. Take the guesswork out of buying NHL tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use the code RUNDOWN, $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code RUNDOWN, RUNDOWN, for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game Time.
Nice.
Hell yeah, I nailed that. Only
That was good.
20 mistakes in that ad read.
That was fine.
Game Time's never a mistake.
That's right. What's on the docket for today?
Yeah.
Well, this is a big week. Braves reporter Wiley Ballard got a girl's number live on air in one of the smoothest moves you'll ever see.
That happened on the 14th, right? This was on the 14th? That was last night?
It was last night, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's chatting her up. He's at the game. He's a blah, blah, blah. Two cutie patooties.
Is this professional?
You know what? I feel like we're turning a
Was she
corner
asking
now.
for it, Kate?
She was asking for it. Look at that low-cut top.
Come
she
on
was
now.
asking
Maybe
for
she
it.
could smile a little more.
I will say, in the age of dating apps, I feel like we're getting kind of tired of them, and I feel like it's kind of refreshing to some gals
Yeah.
when they're just put on the spot in front of a stadium to give out their number.
I'm sorry, guys.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
Just a little distracted.
Why is
Wait,
that?
what's going on?
Because I said it was April 14th, and that just reminded me of that tragedy, you know, when Abraham Lincoln got shot in the Ford Theater on April 14th.
Is that? Oh my God! It's the anniversary.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
yesterday.
God damn.
Yeah.
So he did that the same. I wonder if that was his pickup line.
Tough week in
Probably
history.
so, yeah. It's tough.
But damn, man, I'm so sorry.
You know I'm a
Shit.
history.
I know
head.
you're a
Oh, too soon to say head.
Don't talk head. Don't talk head.
Say head, yeah.
I mean, it gave Ulysses Grant a shot.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
He did all right. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
all right.
sorry.
Awful.
That's tough.
Every time we're on
Sorry.
here, there's a tragedy.
Yeah, we are the. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah. I
Good
mean,
for him. He got her number, and
so you're let's say a coworker is flirting with you, Kate. You wouldn't be cool with that, right? You wouldn't sire two of his children.
not at all. Not at all. And certainly not because
you can't flirt at the job.
No, I would never have children with a former coworker or give them my number for. I think I gave him my number after we had the two kids. Actually, we did it in reverse. We did things in reverse.
All right, I guess it's serious.
But Wiley Ballard, his Riz game in Toronto was the turning point of the season. He can't get hits with runners in scoring position or fill the fourth and fifth spots in rotation, but maybe a move as smooth as that is what Riley pulled off. Maybe they'll hit a winning streak. So
No, don't say hit. Not this week.
no.
Yeah, not
Rest
after
in
what.
peace, Abraham Lincoln.
Well, no, not just that, but
What?
also April 15th is the anniversary of when the Titanic hit that iceberg and went down.
Is this the worst historical week in history?
It's starting to feel that way.
The Titanic
Damn.
hit the iceberg.
And Abraham Lincoln.
The movie Titanic, I have to fast forward through the scene, the old couple going to bed.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to Kate Winslet's tits.
No. That was my first tit.
Pause there. Yeah, me too.
My first tit.
Yeah.
I actually got, and that was my first time. It was probably the first inclination my mom thought I was straight because she had the VHS, the dual VHS.
Yeah.
And she put it in, and I did not fast forward from the tit scene, so she popped in the VHS right at Winslet titty.
Nice.
She had to know
Yeah.
exactly what was happening there.
Nice.
Exactly. I think that couple, the old couple, they have a tombstone. I used to live in Woodlawn in the Bronx, and I'm pretty sure that they have like a little tombstone there, even though their bodies obviously are at the bottom of
deep at the sea.
Yeah, sad to think
Speaking
about.
of bodies,
Oh no!
Oh.
Again, more?
yeah, there's more. On this week as well, Civil War started.
God damn!
Yeah.
Fort Sumter began on April 12th.
No.
Yeah.
I guess that's a good thing for some.
Which I don't know if you guys remember or not, but that left 620 to 750,000 Americans dead.
Bloody war.
That's a lot. That's. Anyway, Katie, thank you, chaps. Katy Perry had the nerve to ruin everyone's trip to space by singing "What a Wonderful World" once they got up there. This was
If I was in
that.
space, everybody that decides to go to space probably has some main character syndrome.
Yeah.
They were up there for what? 4 minutes?
It was pretty quick.
No, 4 minutes is a long time.
It depends on what you're doing. Space,
It
short.
could be a long time.
Yeah. It could last
Trust
an
me,
eternity.
that's a long
You could be
time.
winded and sleep for about 11 hours after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, yeah, they went to space. My biggest beef is it's awesome. A cute tagline, women take up space. That's great. We're man-spreading now, okay?
Yeah.
We're man-spreading all over space. We're man-spreading everywhere with our lady beds. That's cool. I don't understand why they had to wear skin-tight, full glam. Like,
Well, if you could go to space, you got to get a yeast infection on the way.
I just don't
Yeah, it's probably it's probably hot under there.
need to go to space. A bunch of guys are like, oh, I can't believe they didn't hit a curve up there or whatever. Like, dumb job, but that's cool. But
I think I said that on the yak
pretty sure
yesterday.
it was you. So, anyway, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I just didn't get, like, it's empowering, but we also have to look fucking hot
You
while
have
we
to,
do
of
it for the
course.
male gaze. You know what I mean, ladies? It's just, I really hated that.
I mean, the
but
only reason they went to space was to impress dudes, I'm sure.
was to look hot.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Bezos tripping in the dirt,
yeah,
running to open the pod. That made me laugh a little bit.
It was weird seeing one of the richest men on earth trip and fall.
It was.
You think you would have some sort of tech to prevent that?
Yep, I know. It was strange. It's
Oh,
like,
they're-
he's human.
They look great.
They look great. I'm happy. I guess I'm just hating, I suppose.
Would you do it if they were like, we want another woman?
Fuck no. I won't. I'm not going to bungee jump. I'm not doing a zip line.
Oh, your back couldn't handle a bungee jump.
No, that would kill me. But yeah, no, I have zero interest in going to space. I think I'm in Team William Shatner, where he went up there, and then once he was up there, he was like looking down at Earth, being like, "But wait, that's where I want to be." Like, I think I have like a spiraling meltdown.
Katy Perry, did you see her interview afterwards?
No.
It was pretty bad.
Oh no, what was she saying?
She was just like, when I was up there, I learned a lot about love.
Oh my God.
And when she went on long and long, what?
Did you see what they were talking about? That they wanted her to sing. Gayle King kept trying to like sing firework up
sing.
here, and she was like, "No, it's not going to be about that. It's about the world. Actually, you know what? I'll sing Wonderful World."
Yeah.
So Katy Perry's up there in space singing "It's a Wonderful World."
And really, Katy Perry went up there. It's probably a tax write-off because it was an ad for her upcoming tour.
The whole thing was an ad.
hell, the whole thing was
whole
an
thing
ad.
was
The
an ad.
entire thing was an ad for each of them. Lauren Sanchez wrote a book about a fly that goes to space. You know, they all have the things they're selling. I'm
That
such a
can't
hater.
be your group though. Like if you want celebrities, you can't have fucking Gayle King.
Why?
She's a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I take it back.
She's the only one of that group that I think was like, oh my god.
She was the only one that
what
was
the
like afraid walking on.
Yeah. She seemed to be the appropriate amount
But
of
Oprah was there rooting for her. They're an item, right?
That's what people say.
Yeah.
Some people say that.
I mean,
don't know.
Stedman lives in the pool house, and
Yeah,
she's.
he does.
I think the rocket should have been shaped like a vulva.
I don't know.
instead
I
of-
don't know if they're as aerodynamic.
What, vulvas?
I don't. Yeah, I think we have you there.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I think that evolution really fucked this whole thing up. I feel like that there should be one of the sex that have everything dangly. Like you get tits and a dick.
Okay,
And
yeah.
then The
And then
other
the other's
one,
really streamlined.
Com-
real
Compact,
streamlined.
yeah.
So you can like run through the woods real fast, not get anything.
Hunter
caught on
gatherer
anything.
kind of thing. Yeah.
They should be floppy parts and then streamlined parts.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
So yes, I mean, dudes can get tits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that the Blue Origin thing is going to keep taking off, quite literally, until inevitably we blow up a rocket full of celebs, and everyone's like, maybe we should hold off. On that
Seems
It's too
eerily
soon to be talking
similar.
about blowing stuff up.
Oh no.
No. What?
Yeah, because in 1906, the entirety of many San Francisco streets were blown up by that huge 7.9 earthquake that
Francisco
killed over
earthquake.
3,000 people.
God damn. And yesterday, history repeated itself. San Diego got an 8, right?
Wow.
Yes. Did you see the elephant circling the baby elephant at the zoo?
No.
So cute. That was sad. They were fine. Anyway.
Better
all right.
elephants than the Bay of Pigs, which also happened.
Oh, what a
on
national
April
embarrassment that
yeah,
was.
April
Jeez.
17th.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Was
This
that
is a tough
JFK's
week.
flub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
God damn, what a tough week.
Yeah.
At least Katy Perry made it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
glad Katy Perry made it. Guys, does Coachella suck?
I don't know. I've never been.
I think so. I mean, just going outside for that long there with all those people dressed that way would be awful.
Did you see the line for the showers?
No.
Yeah, it was like 2 hours
Bad.
long.
Yeah.
And why? You're just going to go out and be incredibly smelly again. I
I
feel like you just go that whole time without showering.
I'm not like a crowds or music festival kind of guy. So even if this was the greatest conditions, I wouldn't want to do it.
I love a festival.
Yeah?
I love a good festival. It's like a test of endurance if you make it to day 3 and you can still party. I haven't done it in a minute, but I used to be a festival gal. And I love being dirty and smelly. I'm not waiting in the shower line. I just don't give a fuck.
Unless I got gut by the internet, which I do often, 60% of the people did like they financed their tickets.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because it's crazy expensive. And I don't know. I
Through a
just feel
firm
like,
or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I will say, I feel like the influencers are kind of ruining it a little bit. People are financing their trips to Coachella. And another thing too, like people are showing like the Missy Elliott. I watched her performance. It was insane. And then you look at the crowd and it's like,
Well, there are a
People just
billion
try-
degrees.
Yeah.
Like you've been out there all day. It's hard to get amped up for it, I would imagine.
What, people weren't amped up for Lady Gaga?
which I watched that too, and it was incredible. It's like, I know Alex Earl said that she was dancing during Gaga, and people were like, excuse us, there are other people here trying to watch the show. And she's like, what?
Oh.
You can't come at Alex Earl like that. But anyway, I don't know. I also feel like we're only seeing it from the buttoned up influencers. We're all super hot wearing cute outfits. There's probably a ton of normal people just having a great fucking time, but we're not seeing it because they're not influencing. So
Bernie went.
maybe it doesn't suck as bad on the younger generation.
That's what I want to go see. Political stump speech at.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
totally,
exactly what I
totally.
need.
Get them fired up and then bring out corn or something.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome. You're not so right, Donnie.
Sanders introducing corn would be great.
It's fucking corn.
Yeah, no, I saw people are also giving Charlie XCX a hard time for wearing the Miss Should Be headliner sash. It was Green Day that headlined, and people are like, you only have one album, Mitch. You're not Green Day. And that Green Day has more listens in a single day than she gets in a month. I don't know.
I don't know whose fandom is crazy and combative anymore, so I sit all of these out.
Sit all of them out.
Yeah.
I'll say that the day I gave birth to my first son, I pissed off Harry Styles' Twitter.
What?
And they came at me.
Wait, was there any correlation to the childbirth or?
I made he had just come out with the song Watermelon Sugar.
Uh-huh.
And I made some kind of joke about it's a song about the whole video. He's like holding up cantaloupes and
It's about, like,
watermelon. He's
licking-
like, it's
yeah.
about eating pussy.
Yeah.
And I was like, something about him eating. I tweeted something about him eating pussy. Harry Styles' Twitter picked it up and was like, you know what he said in an interview 2 years ago? That he doesn't want to be sexualized and blah, blah, blah. It had like tens of, they have like their troops.
Yeah.
I like went into labor and I was like, Pat, I'm getting like 1,000 tweets.
Pat, I'm canceled.
And by the time I had the baby and checked my Twitter again, it was like,
You should have went live and just went after him when you were giving birth. I'm sorry.
yeah, my bad, Harry, I'm sorry. But like, it was the first time I'd ever like kicked a hornet's nest of a fan group. And they got pissed. They're like, of course Barstool would sexualize Harry Styles, blah, blah, blah. Anyway.
What inspired that? Like, did your doctor, like, when he like lifted up the gown, he was like, Harry, and you're like, that reminds me of a tweet I need to get off.
I actually style it. So he was like,
Harry Styles. You're like, that gives me an
Oh.
idea.
Yeah, like an Italian man's mustache. Yes, when I'm scheming, I twirl the ends.
It's a nervous
Your
tick.
cooch looks like it's going to tie somebody to a train tracks.
It wears like a leather apron.
Enough about that. Here's something you'll actually want to eat.
Oh God!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God!
Make this your best season yet.
Kate, when I off myself, it's going to be I'm going to print off this clip.
Okay. So, I got him
add
to
it
do
to the
it.
list. Add it to the list. Can I say this before the ad?
Sure.
This idea didn't work.
Oh, I thought it was fun.
it was cute.
No,
It was-
whatever.
I like bouncing back and forth.
He tried a bit.
All right.
He
There's a
was
lot
trying
more
bit.
tragedies,
There's a
but-
lot of
I think it's
tragedies
interesting,
in
and
this week
I
in
like the
history.
bouncing back and forth.
Okay.
Make this your best season yet with nutritious 2-minute
Talk
meals
sports.
from Factor. Eating well has never been this easy. Just heat up and enjoy, giving you more time to do what you want. Get outside instead of prepping and cooking indoors. Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat, perfect for any active lifestyle. With 45 weekly menu options, you can pick gourmet meals that fit your goals. Choose from Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more. Factor powers your day with satisfying breakfasts, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. It's easy to savor more this spring. Factor meals pack in the flavor with none of the fuss. Get started at factormeals.com/rundown50off and use code rundown50off to get 50% plus free shipping on your first box. That's code rundown50off at factormeals.com/rundown50off for 50% off plus free shipping. I actually really love these, and as a mom with 2 small kids, humble brag, I actually rely on them pretty regularly. They rule.
Kate, you're good at that.
Thank you. Anyway, you got any more sad crap for us before?
There has
You
to
got
be.
any more?
There
of
was
your
a bunch
bit?
more, honestly, but
Is this the worst weekend? Like,
It is. It is known as Horror Week.
is Hitler's birthday this week?
Like very close. It's
Okay.
in like April 20th if you want to include that. So it's an 8-day stretch. Also includes Columbine.
Jesus.
Also includes the Virginia Tech shooting.
Jeez.
Also includes the Boston Marathon bomber. Like it's legitimately the worst run in American history is this week.
Do you think it's because April kind of sucks low key?
Yeah.
April, it's like it's still cold and you're going stir crazy and it's just
Not a lot of sports going on.
Yeah.
Which crushes me.
Yeah,
Next
personally.
thing you
right.
know, it's
Doug.
gloomy. It's raining all the time. Then
Breaking news as of 10 minutes ago, Doogs is going to leave Barstool in a week.
Dukes.
Dukes?
You got a better opportunity, just post it on Twitter.
This isn't a joke. This was a really tough decision, but next Wednesday will be my last day at Barstool Sports. I was presented with an offer, and didn't really seek it out, but it came to me. Seems like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's a complete 180 from what I'm doing here, but I got my dream job. I worked at my dream job. 14 years old, I always wanted to work at Barstool Sports. I completed my dream, and then sometimes you got to move on from your dream. I thought I was going to be a Barstool lifer, but it's not shaking out that way.
Doogs.
Who could the new job
So this
could have
adds
been?
to the horrible week.
Oh my God. Lincoln Shot, the Hindenburg Doogs, leaving
2
Barstool
zeros.
Sports. Where is he going, did he say?
He got a better opportunity, he's always said.
Better opportunity.
Yeah, fuck this.
gotta be something lacrosse related, right?
It must be. That's my thought.
He had an all-time stretch maybe 2 years ago where he had back-to-back nights where he wrecked his bike and landed only on his face. Historic run.
Classic Doogs. I don't know if we can add in the MVP should have been.
Oh my
but
God.
It's one of the best.
Dude.
One of my favorite Doogs.
All right, we're asking people who the MVP should have been. Who should the MVP should have been?
Doogs was frat brothers with my cousin. And
Doogs is America's frat brother.
He really
Yeah,
is.
he
He's
really
very.
is.
he
Oh
is.
man, that makes me pretty sad.
He's
I
like a
seeing-
lovable frat guy. He's like the best of the frats.
He lets you know before he spikes your drink.
Yeah, he's very polite.
Yeah.
With it. He's
Great
very
crier too.
Oh my God,
Oh, yeah, the
yes.
crying
Knuckle
video.
deep. Fuck, man.
Great crier.
Falling on his bike. What a guy, man.
I'm happy for him.
Happy for him. Yeah. But fuck that guy. Low
Yeah,
key.
yes.
Fuck that
Abandon
guy.
us.
Damn,
Yeah.
Dukes. Stephen Chase's song came out today.
The spaghetti song?
Look What You Made Me Do Spaghetti. So check that
Acapella.
out on the Yak.
Oh my God,
And,
we're fucked.
Yep. Damn.
Yeah, make sure you check it out. Something that happened 3 hours ago.
Yep, please do. Please do.
Absolutely. All right.
Fuck this week.
Tough week. Okay.
Yeah.
That's Rundown.